Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Zeba Nation Plays Football Manager 2017, American Manager in London. And here we have our mid-season update for Season 4 of Lansing United UK. As you can see, things are going decently well. We're in 6th place after 21 games, 11 wins, 3 draws, 7 losses, for a total of 36 points. That puts us just out of playoff range. But if we win this next game, we'll be solidly in. We'll be 3rd place, depending on what Bromley does. If they win, then we'll drop a place. But other than that, we'd still be in the playoffs, so that's good. If you look at our recent form, it's been pretty darn good. We only have 1 loss in our last, how many games is that? 8 games. And that 1 loss was in the FA Trophy, so it doesn't really count. Although one of our wins was a friendly, so that doesn't really count. But still, overall, very good record. 2 draws in there, including our last game against Brackley. Thought that was going to be a win, but, what can you do? We did have a very, very impressive victory over Weston-super-Mare, who were basically battling for that final playoff spot. We keep winning and going ahead of them, and they win and go back ahead of us. So it's, that was a very important victory for us. 4-0 victory. I guess we can look at the highlights for that. Some pretty good highlights. Just look at the goals. But it was a very impressive home win. I wasn't expecting this, but we got started off on the right foot right here with what officially became the fastest goal in Lansing United UK history. Up here, a long bomb to Tiali, and then a sort of an misfortunate tackle on their end, right onto Abrams' foot, who finishes it off officially in 14 seconds. So that was outstanding. And then we just sort of counterattacked the rest of the game. Here's Bowman with a nice save, and then he turns this into a counterattack. I think there's a pretty long build-up for this goal, if I'm not mistaken. A little bit of back and forth here. There's a deflection by Lindsay to kind of John, back to Lindsay, and then we busted up the field for Abrams. Abrams played very well this game. He crosses it back all the way to Go, who sneaks it in past the goalkeeper. That was a very tricky finish right there from Go, his 3rd goal of the season. So at this point, up 2, we're pretty happy about that. Go with a free kick, with not much comes of that. But we do manage to reset the offense here. We've got a lot of our wing players and our midfielders in attack mode, so they make some interesting moves throughout the game. There's Napa with an interesting pass to Lindsay, and Lindsay gets it up to Abrams, who sort of easily finishes it past the goalkeeper, who wasn't really, I don't know what his deal was, but he wasn't ready for that shot, because it wasn't much of a shot, it just a little chip shot past him. So this goalkeeper maybe was not playing his best game. And here we are with another counterattack for our 4th goal. Here's kind of John firing it back up the field, and then a nice interception here by Go, who manages to fight for the ball. He played very well. There's maybe a lucky deflection, but Go races past his man. He's got some good foot speed. Of course, he's going to center it. Gets the help of a deflection, and then gets it to our youngster, Paris, who he's got the benefit of having 12 finishing as a midfielder, which definitely gives us a different dimension in the midfield. Now, he's not a starter or anything, but we've been giving him some more playing time just for reasons like that, just because he can finish like a striker, but we've been training him to play midfield, so that's pretty good. Then we had the 1-1 draw versus Brackley. I thought we could have won that or should have won that, but they got ahead of us early, and then we had to fight the whole match to come back and get the draw. So I guess we'll be happy with the draw. But now we've got our old favorite, Eastbourne Borough. They're sitting in 10th place right now. Take a look at their squad. What do we know about these guys? We know they're the greatest players in the history of players, because that's how we always see our opponents. But they've got some issues here. They've got a small roster to begin with, But then look at all these injuries, 3 injuries and a suspension to some of their players. So we might be able to sneak by them. We might be able to, I don't know, maybe put it on them if we can wear them out. You know, they don't have the team depth, perhaps. Speaking of team depth, we'll go here. It looks like they're running a 4-4-2. Now, that previous couple of games, we'd also been running the 4-4-2 because we had some suspensions in the midfield. We brought up some youngsters to play in the midfield, like Paris, of course. Also, Luke Rumble, who's a new player, 18 years old. He's improving, getting better. He's more of a defensive ball-winning guy, so he fits in well with our rotation for Wilden. And he's been asking for more playing time, so we're going to try to give it to him, I guess. He's got some promise, got some potential. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's got some decent stats all around, especially in the mental game. Aggression, determination, vision, work rate, all pretty good. His technical side's not great, though his technique is good enough, I mean, for 18 years old. So we just played a match a couple of days ago. So we got a couple of changes in the lineup. I had also thought about bringing in Clive Hunter, another youngster who's also been complaining about playing time, a recent signee. But I don't know that he's ready for prime time just yet with only 66% sharpness, and he's not feeling well in terms of morale because he wants to play more, but can't play more until he gets better morale. Kind of a catch-22. Anyway, our defense we're going to keep the same. Smith, KKJ, Humphrey, Layton. Moved Adams back to the right wing because our normal winger needs a little rest. We've also brought up those youngsters in the midfield, so I want to get them in the rotation as well. But we're going to stick with Wicks, Wilden, and Lindsay in the central midfield. Go on the left side, attacking from the wing position. And of course, Shea Yates. Do we want him to be a poacher? I don't think so. We want him to be an advanced forward. There we go. And then we'll keep Tristan Adams on the bench just in case. We had been playing with Tuki Tiali. He made a bit of a comeback and you know, at least contributed to our victory and our draw in the last 2 games. But he's a little tired right now. He's still working his way back into match fitness, like so many of our other players coming back from injuries. So I guess we'll go with this 4-4-1-1 formation. Adams is lacking sharpness. I understand this. A draw is in the works as I can see them canceling each other out. That's good for you. They're going with the 4-4-2. Very similar teams, I guess. Here we go. Now, what's funny is I've actually recorded 2 other mid-season recordings because I kind of forgot how many games were in a season. So I'm used to MLS seasons, so I went at the halfway point after 16 games, and so I recorded a halfway point there. But then I kind of forgot about that, and I recorded another one after 21 games, and I thought that that was the 3-quarter season, so I recorded a 3-quarter season matchup after 21 games, but that's not 3-quarter season, that's actually mid-season for Venorama, so now I'm recording this, so I don't know, those other recordings are mystery recordings, never shall see the light of day, but that's fine, we got enough games here. Alright, so they're starting with the ball. It'd be nice to get another 14-second goal. There's Wilden with the nice interception. Playing that defensive role. Fires it up the field to no effect. Let's see, what are we... oh, here we go, highlight. Lindsay to go. Center it. Nope. There we go. Get it to Wicks. See what he can do with it. Up to Yates. Where is Lindsay? Where's Lindsay in all this? Wicks is just going to take it, shoot it. I mean, that wasn't much of a shot, but it got us a corner. I think Lindsay might be playing behind Wicks because Wicks is in attack and Lindsay's in support. That could be our issue, so we might have to double check on that. I like how fast our fullbacks are. They're able to get back. Oh no, that was Wicks. You're a little offsides, Mr. Yates. Just a bit offsides. But that's the first offsides I've seen in a long time. Here we go. We are getting a lot of highlights, so this is good. Humphrey up to Wicks. Wicks puts a move. Yates, no good there. I have to put Lindsay on attack. Ooh, that's no good. That's a good save. Alright, stop. Instructions. What are we doing here? Alright, structured. That's what we want. Disciplined. Alright, I got no complaints really about this. This is fine. Substitution wise though, I do think I'll put Lindsay in attack, since he can do either of those things equally well. I just don't like I don't like how he's hanging back. He's not making any plays. Everything's going through Wicks, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but I want Lindsay involved at least a little bit. See if Wicks can get another steal. Man, he is all over the field. Fires it up for Yates. No good, but he's going to get it. Nope, there's Lindsay now. Lindsay is finally getting in on the action. He makes an interesting pass back to Wilden. Wilden, can you get it through? No, you can get fouled, though. Very nice. Now we get a free kick. Let's see if he, I don't know, fires it over the goal, perhaps. Here's our center defender, KKJ. Oh, wow, he actually got it on target. That's pretty good. But you know it's bad news when your central defender is taking free kicks, because he's your best 7 at free kicks. Yeah, that's bad. I mean, we have a couple of other guys who are better, or yeah, better than him, but they're on the bench and they don't play much at all. Something we got to work on going forward is just finding some guys or training some guys more in the special teams plays. All right, so the clock is running here, 38 minutes. 5 minutes left in the half. I guess this is fine to take 0-0 into the halftime. 1 minute remaining. Wicks and Wilden are a little tired. That's one problem with starting Wicks and Wilden, is they're both low on stamina. Well, no, I take that back. Wilden is great in stamina. He's just feeling a little tired at the moment. Wicks got a yellow just before half. Come on, buddy. Last second of the half and you get a yellow card. Alright, anyway. Passionately pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. Instructions. Let's try working the ball into the box and see what happens. And let's go standard instead of counter. See what that does for us. Alright, we start off with the ball. Maybe this will help us sort of, not when Adams does this. Adams is likely to get it stolen. No, interesting play to Lindsay. Lindsay up to Wicks. Alright, I don't really want to see Yates get the ball there. I'd rather see him get the ball downfield. The other thing I might do is, if we're going to work it into the box, I'm going to switch him to poacher. I think that's how that works, right? That seems to make sense. If you're bombing the ball down the field, you want him as advanced forward so he goes after it. But if you're trying to work it in the box, you want him as a poacher so that he get out of there. Oh, nice back kick by Wilden. Come on. Get that ball. Nice deflection. Get there. Adams, good play. As I was saying, you want him working that back line, trying to get open for that that little move there towards the goal. Here we go with a free kick, corner kick, I mean. Kickity kick. Somebody go get the ball. Lindsay. There we go, good man. Plays it back for Wilden. Wilden, are you gonna, nope, get it stolen? Oh man, that was a good play on their part. Go get the ball. Thank you, Leighton. didn't do much for us. Is he going to go get the ball again? No, that's Wilden. Nice play there by double team, Blayton and Go. Oh, there we go. Yates on the end of that run. He's a little wide. I don't think much is going to come from this, but oof, he gets a decent shot off. I like that. I'm going to make a substitution here at the 60th minute. Bring in Paris for Wicks. Get rid of that yellow card. Bring in a little more firepower at the central midfield. And the goalkeeper makes a diving save. March. It's a pretty exciting game so far for not much happening. No scoring, at least. A lot of nice back and forth, up and down. Tit for tat. All of that. We're going to have to replace Wilden shortly. We're going to have a very, very inexperienced midfield here momentarily. Nice steal. There's Wilden. Fires it up the pitch. And oh, there's a bad play. Yates on the end of it. Can he capitalize? Oh, that was a bad maneuver. Why didn't you cut in instead of out? I don't get that. He should have cut across the goalkeeper. That was terrible. All right, so the other thing we could possibly do, go back. We could go to a 4-4-2, bring Abrams in. Drop Lindsay down to the midfield. Nah, let's just bring in Rumble. Good old Rumble Johnson, because this is his position. I mean, he's a defensive ball-winning midfielder, just like Wilden. So theoretically, he should be able to perform equally as well, correct? Theoretically. We might have to just kind of salvage our 0-0 draw, though we are only 65 minutes in. We'll save our last substitute depending on how it goes. If we score a goal, maybe we'll just sub in a defender. Oh, alright. Let's not do that in the middle of a play. I think we might want to go wide on this. Let's see. There's a nice steal. Didn't quite go far, but we got the steal nonetheless. Oh, wow, what a strike from Burton. That just caught our goalkeeper unawares. Bowman did not expect that to go back over his right shoulder. Look at this. I mean, it doesn't look like that dangerous of a play, but then just across his body shot. I mean, you got to respect that. That was a good play. So let's change our instructions here. Let's go attacking. Send the balls to the corner. Let's be more expressive. Let's get stuck in. Don't have any yellow cards going on here. As soon as we make these changes, we're going to send Dan Adams forward. Speak of the devil. Devil getting fouled there, so send him on the attack. So we've got like most of our team in the attack mode. See what happens here. Lindsay is tired. Something's happening. Roscoe gets a card. All right, here we go. Let's get a highlight. Let's get that reserve, that tying goal here. Lindsay, Paris, make a play, my man. Nice play to Adams. Yates with an interesting shot. I don't know why Yates. He's not He's not really being aggressive on that back line. Maybe poaching is not really his deal. But here goes Lindsay. Let's get it out wide. Let's get it out wide. There he is. There he is. There's Adams breaking free. Nope. Offsides. Why didn't you get that to Adams? You're supposed to be sending it wide, and you are not. Okay, whatever. Alright, we're going to make a substitution. Well, no, we're not going to make a substitution. We're going to make a tactical change here. We're going to bring in... So I'm going to put advance forward there for Yates, and then we're going to bring in Abrams at the poacher. He is a better poacher, but let's see. What's Abrams' sort of passing type statistics? 6. Not great. He is much more of a finisher. I don't know how that's going to do, but you know what? We got to go for it. Gotta go for it. There's some sort of foul. Burton. Is he going to get a red card? Nope, just a yellow. It's interesting that they're going to show this to us and nothing particular happens. Only got 10 minutes to go here. Things are not looking good. Okay, looks like they get a free kick here. Let's see if we can counter it and fire it down the field, maybe. Oh no, misstep on the back line. It's going to let them get a shot off. Burton, the unfortunate cross, but straight to Bowman. All right, instructions here. I guess we'll pump the ball into the box. I kind of want to go more direct passing, but I'm not sure. If I do go more direct passing, will I lose any semblance of ball control and then just the clock will run out? Alright, we'll save that. Now this will probably be the last changes that we're going to get, so I don't know. We're just going to hope for a miracle here in the last 3 minutes plus stoppage time. Nothing's going on here. Pause instructions. Go route 1. Hit early crosses. Higher tempo. I mean, there's not much else you can do. Last minute. Nope. There's going to be the match. Oh, there's a steal by Adams. Oh, come on. You're going to blow the whistle there after you get a steal? That's brutal. Disappointed. We needed that win. That's right. Tell them the truth and they can take it. So there we go. We still stayed in 6th place, but we missed our chance to move up. Weston-super-Mare won anyway, so we would have only made it to 4th place. But Bromley lost. Or no, they haven't played yet. Anyway, we could have used that victory. That would have been nice. Go with a 6.8 rating. 0% crosses. Yeah, that's no good. Burton with a goal and an 8.3 rating gets the man of the match. Analysis. Take a look here. KKJ played well. Humphrey played pretty well. Our fullbacks apparently didn't do much. Midfielders played pretty decently. Wingers not so good. Go Yates. Yates had 2 chances, but still. Lindsay played well, 79 passes completed. Just not enough from our attacking players, unfortunately. So there we go. That is the real mid-season breakdown. Mid-season review. Competitions. We're still 6th place. We're still well in the promotion hunt. No doubt about that. So this could be our year to get promoted. I hope it is. I really am getting tired of this league. I want to move up. See what the next level of football is all about. Anything else? Team reports. Can we look at some stats here? What are these stats? Goal attempts. These stats seem fairly useless to me. Shots on target, Yates. Worst player, Vint. Okay, I mean, he's only got 7 shots on goal, so that doesn't tell us much. I'd like to be able to just see a list of stats. How do I do that? There's got to be a way to do that. Squad. No. Players. No. No. Tactics. No. You'd think it would be in team report under stats, but apparently not. Depth chart. That just shows us who's best for the role. I mean, that's no surprise. I'm not going to get much out of that overview. No, that just tells us our strengths and weaknesses. We got a lot of strengths and a lot of weaknesses. That's interesting. Statistically, the best shooters in the league, hitting the target with 49% efforts on goal. That's surprising. Plenty of room in the transfer budget. Yeah, plenty of room in the payroll budget. Second in goals scored with 37. That's pretty good. Sam Smith is one of 3 players who can feature as a right back. Jack Humphrey is among 5 players capable of playing central back. Miles Bowman is an impressive goalkeeper. Keenan Layton is impressive. Effective from through balls, 25 of total 69 assists have come from this manner. Creativity, 29 of 69 assists have come from the left side of the pitch. So that's Go probably is responsible for most of those assists, I would assume. But I can't see the stats real good. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't there stats on the tactics page? Yeah. I knew they were here somewhere. Can I look at selection info? Reports? Nope, that's not right. Fitness, morale, custom. I guess the selection info is the best looking one here. So goals is what we got here. Of course, Yates number 1, Abrams second, Etheridge, who has not played in a while. He got injured and then he sort of lost his place in the rotation. McEwen kind of went out of favor, even though he's one of our more highly rated players. When we're only playing 1 striker, it's hard to fit all these guys in. Napa and Go, 3 goals apiece. That's good for our wingers to get in there. Lindsay with 2, Humphrey with 2, Paris, Wicks, and Vint all with 1. So our midfield shipping in with the goals. Take a look at our ratings here. Paul Quinn, who got in 1 game and then got injured, has the best rating, 7.8. Etheridge, likewise, who's played a lot of goals in the under 23s. Yates, man, look at this guy. 7.28 rating. The guy's just remarkable. Then McEwen, Columbai doesn't play much. Abrams, Napa. That's a pretty good rating for a winger, I have to say. Go, our other winger, pretty good rating. So we got a lot of guys with 7 ratings. That's pretty good. So anyway, the team is playing well. We're looking sharp. We're not having a lot of those issues that we had in previous seasons where players, like, their stats just drop and they get tired and they complain about training. So I think giving them partial contracts has really improved the team morale and the team training. So if we could ever get these guys to full-time contracts, I think they might blossom. Anyway, it's been a long episode, so we'll end it there. With another half season to go, we'll see you later. Bye.